Boas pessoal, depois do descalabro de ontem, vamos lá outra vez, voltar para o patamar 2, fazer tudo de novo. Quando chegar aos 80 de banca, subimos então para o patamar 3, ver se conseguimos passar do patamar 3. Não é fácil, tem saído sempre 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Ver se desta vez vou com mais calma, para ver se não me estouro todo. Por isso, boas corridas. Hoje é um dia com poucas corridas, aproveitem-nas e amanhã mais. Por isso, vamos ver se não corre mal hoje. Fiquem bem.
Market in play.
Up on the outside by Billy Dillon. Tom Mix keen to get an early position in yellow and black. Billy Fairplay in the green and white. Exchequer prominent against the inside rail in the black and white, and then just behind them the red, white and blue of King Robert. Black with the yellow spots on the sleeves is Farcical. Then the grey and beige silks on the inside of Street Life. Light blue sleeves, light blue cap. That's a secret to Potion. Further back then to Pass Fact in red and white, and Rusco on the inside. Right at the back, Store Melody, black and red with the white, and the back marker is Blue Cable. They head left-handed at the far end of the course, and they're taken along by Billy Dillon passing the halfway point. Billy Dillon with a two-length advantage.
Doggly.
In second spot. Farcical is just behind Billy Fairplay, who's pushed along in third, and then comes Exchequer. King Robert chasing the leaders, followed by Street Life on the inside. Melody, the white cheek pieces, white sleeves, picking up ground in mid-division. Blue Cable trying to work a passage through from the back of the field. Billy Dillon heads towards the final furlong now, joined by Tom Mix on the right, Exchequer on the left.
I'm out of here, man.
And also King Robert trying to get into it, but it's Exchequer who's put his nose in front narrowly from Tom Mix. Store Melody finishing off well.
Out wide of Benita B, soon prominent. They're being followed by Tariq, who's racing in company with Pink Storm ahead of Edinson Cavani and Clodovere as they arrive at halfway. Eternal Glory's taken over on the rail. Franz Swift, Becardi, Benita B. Tariq is tracking Eternal Glory as they work their way inside the last three furlongs.
Doggly.
Eternal Glory with the advantage on the approach to the home straight, with Tariq about to move up the inside of Swift in pursuit of the leader. Making headway on the inside of the fourth off the turn is Clodovere as they level for home. They've got less than a quarter of a mile to go. Eternal Glory sticking to the inside. Tariq a length down in second. Swift on the outside.
I'm out of here, man.
Then Clodovere and Benita B. Eternal Glory finding more in front. Heading inside the last 200 yards. A length and a half to 2 lengths clear. Clodovere moves off in pursuit. Tariq can do no more. Eternal Glory galloping all the way to the line under Ben Curtis. Eternal Glory won the opener set.
And they're off racing over 6 furlongs.
Market in play.
Agatha. Good break by Harmony Lil in the light blue and yellow, and in the green and black, well there, Kim Wexler. Red and white towards the inside is Brazen Bell, being joined by the two shades of blue of Seeking Perfection. That's the leading quartet. A length and a half away races Electric Blue, the red and white striped cap, then the black and white of It's a Love Thing, the all grey symbol of hope. And the slow starting Agatha is at the back of the field, and the best part of 8 lengths behind the pace setting duo. Kim Wexler on the outside of Harmony Lil, vie for a lead. Matching strides 3 and 4. Seeking Perfection on the outside of Brazen Bell, a length back to Electric Blue. Further length then to Pushed Along, It's a Love Thing.
Doggly.
The pace is Symbol of Hope, and the back marker is Aunt Agatha, the pink sleeves and pink cap. Nothing between the front two as they swing in. Kim Wexler on the outside of a Pushed Along Harmony Lil. They're neck and neck. Only a length then to the improving Seeking Perfection in the first time cheek pieces. Brazen Bell looking for a split between the two early leaders. And Electric Blues coming down the centre of the course. Kim Wexler joined by...
I'm out of here, man.
Harmony Lil towards the far side with Brazen Bell and Electric Blue, the white blaze near side. Seeking Perfection and Electric Blue go on, and Electric Blue looks to have settled this as they go towards the line from the back of the field. Aunt Agatha finishes well, but Electric Blue wins. Aunt Agatha second.
Market suspect.
Handicap stakes. Zookeeper is the first to show. Leads through the first of 10 furlongs with Epidemic slotting in second. Tom Here is Chinese Whisperer as they turn left-handed to approach the mile starts. Zookeeper leading up then by just less than a length to Epidemic, who's keeping well off the inside rail. Tombolo in the stripes races a close third with Smart Kabili on his outside. And Chinese Whisperer continues to be held up last of the quintet as they turn once again and approach the final 6 furlongs. Led by Zookeeper, with Epidemic keeping close tabs on the leader. Tom Bolo tracking them closely in third, with Smart Kabili in the red and white on his outside. Chinese Whisperer continues to observe from the rear.
Oakley dokley.
And Zookeeper continues to dominate. Ryan Moore keeping Epidemic several horse widths off the inside, with Tombolo tracking Zookeeper and Smart Kabili in the slipstream of Epidemic, and Chinese Whisperer still bringing up the rear. They are 3.5 furlongs from the finish. It's Zookeeper who leads them on their approach to the home straight, but Epidemic is now alongside and now into the lead. Tombolo is shaken up in third. Chinese Whisperer has moved into fourth. Smart Kabili is the first beaten. Epidemic has opened up a 4-length advantage on the turn for home. Tombolo's gone second, and Ryan
I'm out of here, man.
wide into the home straight. Paul Hannigan and Tombolo in pursuit, about 3 lengths down. Chinese Whisperer has plugged on into a moderate third. Tombolo's getting to Epidemic. Paul Hannigan under the stands rails as they race inside the last 150 yards, and Tombolo appears to have taken Epidemic's measure, and in the closing stages Tombolo is coming clear to win, going right away.
Retailers tips on attheraces.com. Handicap Division 1, showing plenty of early dashes. True Hero, the yellow with the black cap, and a keen going, the Gravy Train, the grey. She's well up with the pace, and also prominent towards the outside. Lancashire Life, black with the yellow sleeves with the spots. That one, stablemate Mansfield is next, the red cap, and then the maroon and yellow of Karat. On the inside, the market leader Bezza's Lad, the quarter jacket. Out wide is the Red Allure in the purple and red. Further back to Island Memory, and sharing last place Skontanovsky in the black and grey as they turn.
Oakley dokley.
They're taken along by the Gravy Train, who's gone on now with Lancashire Life from True Hero a length back. Just half a length away is Mansfield. A couple more lengths then to Bezza's Lad. Alongside Bezza's Lad is Karat, and then wide on the course is Red Allure. The Gravy Train trying to fend off the challenge of Lancashire Life. True Hero sticking to the inside rail, coming back.
I'm out of here, man.
Then Mansfield putting in a run with Karat, but True Hero has gathered them back in as they come now inside the final furlong. It's True Hero, Karat finishing well down the centre of the course, and also Bezza's Lad from off the pace. True Hero, they got first run, beats Bezza's Lad.
They're off.
Market in play.
For the feature, the listed Weatherby's Bloodstock Pro Pipalong Stakes. Juska is the first to show to advantage as they run through the first furlong, with Domino Darling charting a much wider course, racing on the outside to virtually match strides. Waliak is close up on the inside from Agincourt. Denali Jujo settles in fifth, and Lights On is dropped out last of the 6, but racing wide. Agincourt is also racing wide, even from the 6 furlong pole. Those two are heading to the wide outside, as Juska sticking towards the inside leads Domino Darling, with Waliak tracking the front pair, and just behind them, last of that group of 4, is Denali Jujo. On the wide outside, Agincourt with the speed and leads Lights On by a length. They're working their way up towards the final 3.5 furlongs. So the wide pair are Agincourt and Lights On, and the other 4 right up the centre of the racecourse now, with Juska having given away to Waliak, who now leads the group up the centre. In line for home, we're approaching the last quarter of a mile. Lights On has gone past Agincourt stand side to lead outright as they enter the last 2 furlongs.
I'm out of here, man.
Third, and Lights On is clear with just over a furlong to go. Lights On under Ryan Moore, driven 3-4 lengths clear from Agincourt.
Are all in. And off, racing over the 5 furlong trip.
in play.
Slow to go, and also quite slow to gather stride at the back of the field, Lady of Desire, but fast away is Nacho in the red, and in the gold colours, Dinah Forever, with the maroon and white headgear, red stripes in that leading group of 3. Just a length then back to Coronation Cottage, the orange and blue on the sleeves, just being passed by Archimedes against the fence. Catelli's midfield, maroon and white. Wade's Magic, yellow and red. Spotted Jacket of Solar Park. The all-grey silks of Reedman is right towards the rear of the field with the slow-starting Lady of Desire. Making the turning,
Oakley dokley.
Kings could head the field, but only narrowly from on the inside rail. Nacho Nacho and Ella McCain, only neck apart as they make the swing in. 2 lengths then back to Red Stripe. Coronation Cottage towards the centre of the course, trying to stay on. Catelli, the maroon and white, also running on well, but it's Dana Forever with the advantage from Nacho. Catelli taking
I'm out of here, man.
finishing off strongly as they head now inside the last. Dana Forever, Catelli is closing the gap narrowly as they make their run towards the line. It's Dana Forever. Catelli is looming large as a danger on the inside. Catelli and Dana Forever very close.
Market
Midway,
suspended.
The flourish for third, and then Nacho and Lady of Desire.
And off.
Market in play.
The King Richard III Handicap Stakes, settling down in the early stages. Flying Pursuit on the outside of Danzan. Corinthia Knight giving chase with Abarama Goal. Flying Pursuit, who was drawn wide, has actually tacked over towards the inside running rail as they work their way through the first quarter of a mile. So Flying Pursuit from Danzan racing widest of all. Corinthia Knight, Abarama Gold, Hey Jonesy next. Golden Apollo is hard up the inside as they approach the halfway stage. Flying Pursuit now with the rail. Danzan, several horse. Corinthia Knight between runners, with Golden Apollo tracking Flying Pursuit on the inside. Bar Bill, Abarama Gold, Hey Jonesy, Brian the Snail, all toiling. Level for home. Flying Pursuit cut the corner, led them past the 2. Corinthia Knight has taken over on the group on the stand side with Danzan in second. Bar Bill.
I'm out of here, man.
Behind those. Golden Apollo has got to Flying Pursuit on the far side. The protagonists are wide apart. Corinthia Knight nearest the stand side. Golden Apollo on top far side, racing well inside the final furlong. It's Corinthia Knight from Golden Apollo. Corinthia Knight, Golden Apollo. Back
Market suspended.
And they're off racing
Market
in
play.
Fast Moon and Tommy and Andy was also slow out of the stalls. The early pace setter, though, is Aces, who takes them along by half a length from in second spot Puchita, and Port Noir completes the leading group of 3. Then going up quite fast now on the outside is Fast Moon in this EBC group, your workplace technology partner handicap. Heading down the far side of the track, Ertzi with the white cap leads narrowly from Aces, the red, white and blue. Well, there is Pachita and Fast Moon. A couple of lengths then back to the next Port Noir, who's followed on the inside by the green of Flight Command, and then Frau mid-division, red, white and blue. Further back 2 lengths away on the inside is Divine Connection, with out wide the grey Marbo, and the back marker the slow starting Tommy and Andy. Ertzi has the lead though under Owen Walsh as they lead length from Fast Moon, who's moved through into second. Close up third is Aces, and in fourth place Pachita. Flight Command bustled along on the inside. Port Noir circling runners, improving the white sleeves with black stars. Next in the field, mid-division is Frau, and then comes Marbo swinging for home and driven along in front to try and extend the lead. It's Ertzi who commits off the final bend. The pack are in pursuit. There's a 2-length break back to Ertzi, Fast Moon, Puchita, and then
I'm out of here, man.
of course come both Frau and also Port Noir. Ertzi only with a narrow lead now. Puchita the first to challenge. Here's Frau down the wide outside, then Port Noir, and also finishing well is Marbo. They're well inside the final furlong, and Frau's taken over as they race towards the line. It's Frau. It's going to be 4 over course and distance. Frau,
Market
Marbo, Puchita,
suspended.
and Divine Connection.
An Italian Breeze bringing up the rear. Keep Up Kevin pressing on under Doggy Costello, swinging wide off the first turn, so they're all going to come stand side. They're all going to race wide throughout. Keep Up Kevin by 3 or 4 lengths from Delph Crescent, who pursues with Thauk in the grey slipstream, and then Del Grey Boy held up 1 from the back, and finally Italian Breeze. Keep Up Kevin on his way up to the 4 furlong pole. Advantage over Delph Crescent. Thauk just over a length behind in third. Del Grey Boy is 4th, but closing on the inside. The back marker remains Italian Breeze. Heading inside the final 3 furlongs. Keep Up Kevin's advantage down to less than a length now. Thauk has gone second and is challenging with Delft Crescent between runners a length back in third. Delgrey Boys having to be shaken up by David Allen on the approach to the quarter-mile pole.
I'm out of here, man.
Breeze continues to bring up the rear. Keep Up Kevin maintaining a good gallop has seen off Thauk, who's dropped away quickly, and Keep Up Kevin is clear, passing the furlong pole. Delgrey Boy has gone second, but he's hanging towards the near side. Back in third is Delft Crescent. It's Keep Up Kevin and Dougie Costello with a 4-length lead and running up towards the line.
Towards the second flight. War God disputing the lead with Alabaster, closely attended by both Emir de Roos and Stylish Moment, tracked by Igor de Mott, right in behind them. There's Viking Horde. On the right is Tenora, flight number 3. Last one in 2 circuits time. Tightly grouped, it's War God sharing the advantage with Alabaster. Sitting a length off them is Emir de Roos and then Stylish Moment, the rail Igor de Mott and then Viking Horde and Tenora, haunting vocals. Next is Moyoed Lady. And the last 4, along with Arctic Oscar, Tipping Point and Margarita Baby. Turning to enter the back straight, where they will meet flights 4 and 5, a little over 2 miles from the finish now. And little between War God and Alabaster. And third is Emir de Roos, who's followed by Stylish Moment, Igor de Mott and Viking Horde, Tenora Haunting Vocals, and Moyoed Lady on the inside. They're followed by Margarita Baby, Arctic Oscar, and Tipping Point. Racing to the 5th flight, a final one of 2 in the back straight. War God in the air with Alabaster. Emir de Roos jumped up to be within 3 parts of a length of the first 2. Lengthy run across to the 3 flights in the straight, and Alabaster swaps a place with War God, Emir de Roos, and then Stylish Moment. Viking Horde tracks them, and then Tenora and Igor de Mott. Heading back to their point of departure, in the opening Nut Crockery claiming hurdle over 2.5 miles. Alabaster and Conor Maxwell shift on from Emir de Roos. Jordan Gainford, Stylish Moment, has picked up a spot for Philip Benwright, and shuffle back to 4th is War God and Darrow Keefe at the top of the straight. 3 flights to bring them up to us the second time before heading out on their final circuit. Alabaster joined by the hoop colours of Emir de Roos. On the outside is Stylish Moment and War God in the dark blue and yellow jacket. And then Viking Horde, Tenora, Margarita Baby.
Oakley dokley.
Past the halfway stage, 6 flights left to jump. Alabaster and Emir de Roos over together, and then Stylish Moment, War God, and behind them is Viking Horde. Then Margarita Baby and Igor de Mott, and Tenora's lost a bit of ground. Haunting Vocals next, then Moyoed Lady, Tipping Point and Arctic Oscar. The field continues well bunched up, heading out on their final circuit with 5 flights left to jump. Alabaster by half a length to Emir de Roos, and then Stylish Moment, War God is close up in 4th, and Viking Horde, Margarita Baby, Igor de Mott and Tenora. Moyoed Lady next, then Haunting Vocals. Arctic Oscar a couple of lengths to Tipping Point. Down the back straight they go with less than 7 furlongs to travel. 5 to jump. Alabaster yet to get the first 2 throughout. Emir de Roos second, and then Stylish Moment and War God. Viking Horde is next and behind the first 4. Heading to the last on the far side, this will be 4 from the finish. Alabaster and Emir de Roos. There's Alabaster flicked his way over it. Emir de Roos, War God, has switched from the running rail to the outer, and then Stylish Moment heading off the back straight. 5 furlongs to go, 3 to jump. Alabaster, Emir de Roos, War God is closing back up. Then Stylish Moment right in behind them, and going okay is Igor de Mott and then Margarita Baby as they head for the home turn. 3 flights left to jump. Alabaster, Emir de Rhodes and War God and Igor de
I'm out of here, man.
A length off them in fourth, and then Stylish Moment, who's come under pressure, My Old Lady next, and then Viking Hoarders getting reminders, head of Arctic Oscar. In line for the final three flights, on the left the grey Alabaster, in the centre is Emir de Rhodes and War God on terms, as they head for the second last flight, and a couple of lengths to Igor de Mott, who's trying to stay on ahead of My Old Lady, and then Viking Horde War God landed with a fractional advantage, racing in between the final two flights, and it is War God and Emir de Rhodes. The pair have moved away from Alabaster and Igor de Mott. Final flight coming up, nothing between War God and Emir de Rhodes, who stepped at it. Alabaster, slight mistake in third, inside the final 150 yards, War God and Emir de Rhodes, who's battling back on the inside. Emir de Rhodes and Jordan Gainford have pulled it out of the fire from War God. Long way to Viking Horde.
Market suspended. In play.
Furlongs, couple were slow to go, Sovereign Point. Also, the two Phil Kirby runners, Wynyard Icon and Happy Go Lucky, for this visit at theraces.com. Market movers, Fillies Novice Stakes. Quite a few contesting the early lead. Ham Hammer towards the stand side. On the inside, Raise the Roof. Between the pair, Sea Oscar. And then in fourth place, Miss Scaletta. Pace looks a pretty good one through the first couple of furlongs. Loving Dash is in the black and white spots, racing back in fifth. And then on the inside, as they swing the corner out towards the far side, Tory and Emerald. So two-length break then to the striped jacket of Persuasive Powers, then Happy Go Lucky and Wynyard Icon, and the back marker Sovereign Point. 6 furlongs or so to travel as they head down the far side, and it's Ham Hammer who leads. She's a length in front from the course winner Raise the Roof, who's narrowly in second spot from Sea Oscar, the yellow jacket. Then her old rival in the blue and white, Miss Scaletta, a two-length break to Loving Dash, who shares the next position with Tory and Emerald as they continue on the far side. Persuasive Powers is the next. Further back on the inside race is Happy Go Lucky, then Wynyard Icon, and the back marker is Sovereign.
Oakley dokley.
On the far side, and they're approaching the last half mile. Ham Hammer makes the running under Dane O'Neill, heads towards the end of the back straight, but closely attended by Raise the Roof, with a length and a half to Sea Oscar and Miss Scaletta. And then moving through into fifth place, still travelling strongly, is Loving Dash. Persuasive Powers is about to go past Tory and Emerald, and the others are labouring at the back of the field. Swinging for home, Ham Hammer has company. Raise the Roof has loomed upside for Luke Morrison. He's about to go on off the final turn, and then there's a length to Miss Scaletta and Sea Oscar, who's ridden. Loving Dash is improving well to give chase to the leader. Committing for home off the final bend, it's Raise the Roof.
I'm out of here, man.
Dash in the black and white is now the nearest pursuer from Miss Scaletta, left back in third, and then follows Persuasive Powers. Sea Oscar hasn't picked up, but Raise the Roof, they're off.
Market in play.
With These Things Happen and El Hamra. Not with the field for the Ben and Mary Hibbert Memorial Maiden Stakes. Waran is soon well positioned. Sans Fury is giving chase. Al-Kataf and Pennymore are both prominent, with Pirouette Queen settling just in behind the leading quartet. A couple of lengths back to See the Girl and Hellenista, and Cleofe is the back marker. Through the mile start, Waran is the leader under Ryan Moore, with Al-Kataf and Pennymore, the two Godolphin runners, racing either side of Sans Fury, who's now been relegated to fourth. Pirouette Queen, who'd be 3 lengths off the leader, is racing in fifth place as they prepare to swing left-handed with just under 7 furlongs to go. See the Girl, Hellenista, and Cleofe is bringing up the rear. Heading towards the outside of the racecourse as they enter the last 6 furlongs, led by Waran, with Pennymore in the white cap giving chase. Al-Kataf is being driven hard in third, with Sans Fury and Pirouette Queen in fourth and fifth.
Oakley dokley.
In a red sleeve jacket behind those. Hellenista remains one from the back, and Cleofe has never passed a rival and is now tailing off. The leaders are entering the final half mile, led by Waran, yet to see off Pennymore, who's still travelling in second. Al-Kataf's been off the bridle for a long way. Pirouette Queen is now challenging for third. Sans Fury's on the retreat. Hellenista still in touch, but See the Girl has dropped off them, and Cleofe is a long way behind. On the approach to the home straight, just over a quarter of a mile to go. Waran still has Pennymore to worry about. There's only a neck between them. They've gone 6 clear of Pirouette Queen, who's isolated in
I'm out of here, man.
Sans Fury and Hellenista plugging on best of the rest. On the approach to the final furlong, Waran under the stands rail, still yet to see off Pennymore, who's throwing down a determined challenge. Pirouette Queen is...
Market in play.
as they draw on to the first of 3 in the straight. And it's Dakota Beat. On the left is Bilboa River. Jumping up in the center, Craig's Man. Not far behind them is Chief Seattle. On the outside is Mustafa. Over the second flight they go. Again, all safely over. It's Dakota Beat taking the field along from Craig's Man, Chief Seattle, Mustafa. Deeper on the track is Ink and Rain. And then Benny's Tiara. They've jumped 3. Tailing off at the back of the field is More Than Mist. Dakota Beat joined by Craig's Man, Chief Seattle is 3rd. Then Ink and Rain and Benny's Tiara. Running the rail is Dinero Falso and then Mustafa. And these are followed by Eminent Arrival. On the inside is Pay the Fine. I was careful going around that turn. It's Dakota Beat leading Craig's Man into the back straight, then Benny's Tiara. On the inside is Dinero Falso, being followed by Chief Seattle. Bilboa River next, and then Mustafa, and Ink and Rain has lost a bit of ground. Eminent Arrival is next, then Pay the Fine and the Grey Cosmology. Bartow next, a couple of lengths back to Beach Road Winnie. Long way behind is More Than Mist. Heading to the 5th flight at the end of the back straight, it's Dakota Beat in front of Craig's Man. Close up is Benny's Tiara, then Dinero Falso, Mustafa and Chief Seattle and Bilboa River and Pay the Fine and Imminent Arrival. After them is Ink and Rain and Cosmology, Bartow and Beechwood Winnie. Hopelessly behind is More Than Mist. Making the run across to the straight second time. Good run to the next flight, number 6. First of 3 in the straight. Dakota Beat is tracked by Craig's Man, 2 lengths to Benny's Tiara. On the inside is Dinero Falso. Almost at the completion of the circuit. It's Dakota Beat in front. The mount of James O'Sullivan. Close up in second is Craig's Man and Jack Foley. They're followed by Benny's Tiara and Mike O'Connor. On the left is Dinero Falso and Owen Walsh. As they jump the flight, bringing them towards the halfway stage. It's Dakota Beat, Craig's Man, Benny's Tiara and Dinero Falso, the first 4. And then Bilboa River and Mustafa and Chief Seattle, Ink and Rain next with Imminent Arrival and Pay the Fine. Coming to the flight nearest the stands and the last one.
Oakley dokley.
And it's Dakota Beat, the red cap, landing in company with Craig's Man, then Benny's Tiara, Dinero Falso, Bilboa River next with, on the near side, Mustafa, Pay the Fine in between those 2. Chief Seattle and Imminent Arrival, 4 lengths back to Ink and Rain, and then Bartow and Beechwood Winnie. Struggling is Cosmology. Continuing on is More Than Mist. Heading out on their second and final circuit with 5 flights left to jump and the 2.5 mile Adair Manor Opportunity Maiden Hurdle. It's Dakota Beat, who's led every step of the way to this point. With 7 furlongs to go, is tracked by Craig's Man, Dinero Falso, has picked up a spot. Then Benny's Tiara and Bilboa River and Mustafa, Pay the Fine and Imminent Arrival. A gap then to Ink and Rain, and then Chief Seattle, who has dropped away. A little over 6 furlongs to go. Cosmology's been pulled up for the jump. It's Dakota Beat from Craig's Man, Benny's Tiara, and Dinero Falso the inside as they reach the flight at the end of the back straight, 4 from the finish. And it continues to be Dakota Beat in front of Craig's Man, who's always been handy. Then Benny's Tiara. Bilboa River is starting to make a forward move on the outside of Dinero Falso. In touch is Pay the Fine, and then Imminent Arrival. Heading for the home straight. Just over 4 furlongs to go and 3 flights to jump. And a group of 5. Make it 6 as Imminent Arrival is tagging on to Dakota Beat, Craig's Man, Benny's Tiara, Bilboa River, and Dinero Falso. These appear to have
I'm outta here, man.
in front of Mustafa. Round the home turn with 3 to jump. Dakota Beat from Craig's Man. Pay the Fine runs on for pressure. Then Benny's Tiara. Bilboa River, Dinero Falso, and Imminent Arrival. As they jump the 3rd last flight. Coming out of the group behind is Beechwood Winnie. 2 to jump. Dakota Beat joined by a smooth travelling Benny's Tiara. And a couple of lengths to Dinero Falso. These are followed by Bilboa River. In the centre of the track is Imminent Arrival, and then Craig's Man, who's dropped back. Beechwood Winnie and Pay the Fine's about to be pulled up. Benny's Tiara is the leader over the final flight from Dakota Beat. And a bad mistake by imminent arrival. Staying on is Dinero Falso, but it's Benny's Tiara in the lead under Mike O'Connor from Dinero Falso. Benny's Tiara and the colours of What a Combination. Syndicate.
Market in play.
There's a lot of ground for this Sky Sports Racing Sky 415 handicap. Epic Pass was away well on the inside rail midfield and 3 wide as they go into the first turn. Mr. Sensible. Thunder Ahead races in 4th. In 5th place is Red Flower. And the back marker is the market leader Imperial Sun as they head towards the home straight first time round. Epic Pass makes the running and a keen going Mr. Sensible is now in close attendance with a length away on the inside the filly midfield. She shares 3rd spot with Thunder Ahead, who's in the grey and red. Then there's a length and a half break to Imperial Sun in the dark blue and white. Imperial Sun has relegated Red Flower to be the back marker of the bunch in the light blue and green. Red Flower in the visor for the first time today under Kieran Schumark. But Mr. Sensible has made his way to the front and racing enthusiastically will pass the stands with a circuit to go with a 2-length advantage from Epic Pass, who's in 2nd for PJ McDonald, with a close 3rd Thunder Ahead and Jason Watson. Thunder Ahead in those cheek pieces for the first time. Seasonal reappearance for midfield. She's back in 4th place. And then there's a length back to Imperial Sun, who's patiently ridden by Rab Havlin and shares last place with Red Flyer. They take the turn out towards the far side and the pace has steadied somewhat as they go away into the back straight. And there's only half a dozen lengths between first and last. Mr. Sensible by a length from Epic Pass with 3/4 of a length back to the 3rd midfield. Half a length to the 4th.
Oakley dokley.
Racing side by side at the back. Imperial Sun on the outside of Red Flyer. Going well down the far side, they're inside the last 5 furlongs. Still Mr. Sensible dictating the pace. Only half a length to the good from Epic Pass as they continue well down the far side and head towards the last half mile. They're in 3rd place is midfield, narrowly ahead of Thunder Ahead. Still no move from Imperial Sun at the back of the field with Red Flyer. Going out of the far straight and racing now towards the last 3 furlongs. Mr. Sensible with on the leader's shoulder, Epic Pass seemingly poised to take over as they start the run towards home. Mr. Sensible now being driven and is passed by a strong travelling Epic Pass, who will lead off the final turn. In pursuit in 2nd is Thunder Ahead, and now Imperial Sun is making steady progress from the back of the field, going well into the home straight. Epic Pass.
I'm out of here, man.
Near side by Imperial Sun between the pair, but dropping back a length away is Thunder Ahead, and Imperial Sun has moved through strongly to take over.
Market in play.
On the 4th of August handicap, fairly level break with Virginia Plain and Abago Joe sticking to the inside and the other 3 heading centre to outside running rail. Boogie Time moving across to join Sound Reason, who leads Erman, with Virginia Plain leading Abago Joe right up the inside. So vast difference of opinion where to race. They're at halfway.
Oakley dokley.
Sound Reason leads the trio stand side, about 3 parts of a length up on Boogie Time, with Erman right under the stands rail in 3rd. Virginia Plain still in front of the duo on the far side. Abago Joe, though, is now moving alongside him. So Sound Reason and Erman.
I'm out of here, man.
Boogie Time on the stand side, but over on the far side, Abago Joe has gone clear of Virginia Plain. Erman has moved upside Sound Reason. Over on the far side is Abago Joe. Erman stand side. Erman very tight. Erman, Abago Joe.
Market suspended.
Middle flight in the straight, landing with a narrow advantage, the Little Yank in the darkish colours. On the outside, Banbridge, Red Cap, who's followed by stable companion, Palm Beach, then Brooks Falls, Rumondera, and last is Peace Party. Coming up to pass his first time, having jumped 3, it's the Little Yank and Danny Mullins with a small advantage over Banbridge, the favourite, JJ Slevin. A couple of lengths back to Palm Beach and Mark Walsh in 3rd, and 4th is Brooks Falls and Tommy Brett. Break of 3 lengths to Rumondera and Mr. Cormac Abernethy. Peace Party, Owen Walsh in rear of the 6th. Continuing their progress to the 4th flight, first of 2 down the back. Banbridge on the outside just pokes ahead of the Little Yank. Over 3 to 4 lengths of a break to Palm Beach, then Brooks Falls, Rumondera and Peace Party. Little changes entering their final 2 miles as they jump to fourth. The Little Yank and Banbridge poaching a bit of a lead over Palm Beach and Brooks Falls, Rumandera and Peace Party. Into the wings of flight number 5, the Little Yank, Banbridge, followed by Palm Beach, Brooks Falls, Rumandera and Peace Party. Still in the same order since they left the starter, almost a circuit ago now. It's the Little Yank pressing a length in front of Banbridge, closing behind both Palm Beach and Brooks Falls, then Rumandera and Peace Party. Coming back to their point of departure. 8 more flights left to jump. Little between Banbridge and the Little Yank, much closer in third and fourth, Brooks Falls and Palm Beach. 3 to 4 lengths back to the final couple, Rumandera and Peace Party. At the first flight in the straight, on the right, Banbridge, Diamond Jacket, just with the edge from the Little Yank. Then Brooks Falls and Palm Beach, Rumandera and Peace Party. Flight at the halfway stage.
Oakley dokley.
And Banbridge has moved on just over a length in front of the Little Yank. And has moved course to the outside, then Brooks Falls and Palm Beach as they come to the flight that'll be the last one next time. Banbridge over by less than 2 lengths to the Little Yank, then Palm Beach and Brooks Falls. This quartet have a sizable break on the back 2, Rumandera and Peace Party. Heading out on their second and final circuit. 5 flights left to jump, and the Bally League rated novice hurdle, 2.5 miles. Banbridge now showing 2.5 lengths in front of the Little Yank, then Palm Beach and Brooks Falls. Rumandera and Peace Party has been last from the outset. 7 furlongs to go, heading down into the back straight with 5 flights to jump. Banbridge by a length to the Little Yank. A length and a half back to Palm Beach and Brooks Falls, well clear of the other 2. 5 to jump. It's Banbridge and the Little Yank, continuing the first pairing as they've been from the start. And then Brooks Falls and Palm Beach, heading to the 3/4 mile point with 4 to jump. Banbridge the leader from the Little Yank, 2.5 lengths between them once again. Then Brooks Falls and touches Palm Beach. The 4 are clear. Heading out of the back straight, good run to the third last flight. Banbridge and JJ7 in front from the Little Yank and Danny Mullins. Then Palm Beach, Mark Walsh third on the inside of Brooks Falls and Tommy Brett. Heading for the home turn. 3 to jump and they swing in final time.
I'm out of here, man.
Little Yank, Palm Beach and Brooks Falls. Racing round the home turn with 3 flights left to jump. Banbridge and the Little Yank, who's moved back up on the outside to almost match strides. Then Brooks Falls and Palm Beach now wound along on the inside. At the third last flight, Banbridge from the Little Yank, who didn't jump but great, as they come towards the second last. Banbridge and the Little Yank have gone clear from Brooks Falls and Palm Beach, racing for the final flight. In the Bally League rated novice hurdle, it's Banbridge in front, trying to shrug off a persistent challenger in the Little Yank, but it's Banbridge, JJ Slevin and Met It on a Stride from the Little Yank, some way cleared of Brooks Falls, and inside the final 100 yards, it's Banbridge who is going to extend his winning sequence to 3, making virtually all for JJ Slevin and Joseph O'Brien.
Market. Market in play.
Each way, extra at Bet365 handicap. Galette was the last horse to leave the gate. Breaking well towards the inside was Amnar in the cheek pieces to lead up to, in second place, Perfect Symphony. Racing 3 wide is Navajo Dawn, is now pressing forward to come for a view of the front. So Navajo Dawn is going on now to, in second place to the inside, that's Amnar. Racing behind those is Breezy and Bright in the purple and white colours on the outside, now in third place. Just ahead of, in the red colours, Perfect Symphony. The green and wider out, that's Miss Trixie. Towards the inside is Neminos. Behind them is Whiff Waff and 3-card Trick in the pale colours. Very wide is Teddy B, and just off them to the inside is Spring.
Oakley dokley.
Marker in the green is still Galette as they head down now for the final quarter mile. So up front towards the outside, here comes Breezy and Bright to throw out the challenge now to Navajo Dawn. Looking for room is Whiff Waff, but just in a pocket as they head down now for the final furlong. Breezy and Bright, every chance has come to hit the front for Kieran Fallon and go on. Breezy and Bright now just stretching on. The inside, those spreadsheets got through, and it's now spreadsheet.
I'm out of here, man.
Bright, these two. Spreadsheet going home well on the rails. Breezy and Bright looking held now. Spreadsheet's in front by a head. Breezy and Bright trying again, but it's Spreadsheet in front. Spreadsheet gets the money.
The Larry O'Farrelly Memorial Maiden Hurdle over 2 miles. 10 flights to jump this time, and it's Gaelic Boy, the early leader from choir practice. Not far behind them is Skip and Court. They're followed down the far side of the second flight by Spile Rotten. Corkbeg next on the inside of One for Della. And then Knockeel Sing, followed at flight number 2. Heading right down the far side of the track towards the end of the back straight. Drop the Harrow. Gaelic Boy and Danny Mullins have built up a clear early advantage from choir practice, Skip and Court, Spile Rotten and One for Della, then Cork Beg and Patrick's Hill next. These are followed on towards the straight first time by Knockeel Sing and then Drop the Harrow. Feel well strung out, having just taken 2 flights. And it's Gaelic Boy, good 5 lengths in front, turning into flights 3, 4 and 5. It's followed by choir practice and Skip and Court. And then One for Della, who's moved away from Spile Rotten, then Cork Beg. Knockeel Sing, Patrick's Hill, and then Drop the Harrow and Biscayne Boulevard. Bernie's Poet next, and then Yvonne Nanau and Lazy Susan. Away from flight number 4 they come, on to number 5, and the last one next time. Gaelic Boy with a reduced advantage over Skip and Court, Nose Banded Runner on the outside of choir practice. And these 3 are tracked by One for Della, Spile Rotten next, then Cork Beg, Patrick's Hill, Knockeel Sing and Drop the Harrow and Biscayne Boulevard. Field continues well spaced out, a circuit to go. 5 flights left to jump as they head for the halfway point in the Larry O'Farrelly Memorial Maiden Hurdle Division 1. Gaelic Boy, Court and choir practice the first 3, then One for Della, Spile Rotten, Cork Beg, then Knockeel Sing on the outside of Patrick's Hill, Biscayne Boulevard next with Drop the Harrow, and then Bernie's Poet. And Yvonne Manal, Lazy Susan remains the back marker. They've passed their point of departure, 5 flights left to jump, less than 7 furlongs to go. Gaelic Boy attempting to make all, leads a couple of lengths, Skip and Court, and then choir practice. Bad mistake by One for Della, well picked up by Simon Torrance. 4 flights left to jump. Inside their final 3/4 of a mile. No! Gaelic Boy yet to be headed, pursued by Skip and Court and choir practice. These 3 covered by 2.5 to 3 lengths, then One for Della, Spile Rotten, Cork Beg, Patrick's Hill, Knockeel Sing, and then Drop the Harrow and Biscayne Boulevard. Good run to the 3rd last flight. It's Gaelic Boy, Danny Mullins by a length. To choir practice, just going 2nd, Mark Walsh. And 3rd is Skip and Court and Kevin Sexton. And then One for Della, who's still in touch for Simon Torrance. Driven behind them is Spile Rotten, and then Cork Beg, Patrick's Hill, and Knockeel Sing.
I'm out of here, man.
Homeward bound with 3 flights left to jump. Gaelic Boy reeled in by both Skip and Court. And splitting the pair is choir practice. They turn in abreast. Nicely cleared of One for Della, Spile Rotten, Cork Beg, Patrick's Hill. Over the 3rd last flight, Gaelic Boy still with the lead from Skip and Court. The fora was One for Della. Cork Beg had to manoeuvre to the inside to avoid the fora. It's Gaelic Boy from Skip and Court trying to challenge. In 3rd is choir practice as they race to the final flight. Staying on is Spile Rotten and then Patrick's Hill, and it's Gaelic Boy who appears to have found again. At the final flight, Gaelic Boy from Skip and Court, Spile Rotten still staying on, then choir practice and Patrick's Hill. Inside the final 150, it's Gaelic Boy all out from Spile Rotten, who's finishing well with Patrick's Hill. Gaelic Boy, Spile Rotten in the centre.
Market suspended.
The party from Gaelic Boy.
With the cheek pieces and the other newcomers at the back. Unexpected arrival, dark blue with the white cross belts. They race down the hill. Hill and appear in view of the stands here at Brighton. Up front towards the inside, Madame Marmalade. Lightning Gesture moving well though on the outer in the white.
Oakley dokley.
Into second. Clifford is being ridden along in third place. Then comes Alaskan Wind, who's more towards the running rail. Deeper out is Devast in the purple as they head down now for the final 2.5 furlongs. So up front towards the far side, Madame Marmalade. Here comes Devast on the outside to challenge. Lightning Gesture is in there pitching as well. Just over a furlong to go, but it's Devast who's showing a nice turn of foot for Hayley Turner, and Devast has shot away. 5-6 lengths clear.
I'm out of here, man.
Well back Devast has a clear lead with 100 yards to...
Keen to lead under Jack Tudor. Up on the inside, Eclat de Mott is also very keen and was really ridden into that. We're going to lose one at the first there. An unseat of Tabitha Worsley off 3 counties at the first fence as they head down quickly towards fence number 2. Horse continues. Hopefully Tabitha will get to her feet pretty quickly. I'm on Snap is prominent as well as they clear the second fence. At the back of the field is Scutare early on, who's right out towards the rear with Blackjack Tennessee, as they continue then down towards fence number 3. So Golden Card has moved on by a good 4 or 5 lengths to I'm on Snap in second place, with towards the inside Eclat de Mott under James Best as they race towards fence number 3. Then comes Rebel Leader as they clear the next. Guy of Alice is towards the inside of runners. Lock Salt was a little bit short of room with the green headgear, but jumped it okay. Pardon Me in the orange and white and brown colours runs a little bit wider of Lock Salt and Guy of Alice. Then in behind that is Rebel Leader with Glorious Baru, who's just about widest of all on the course. Allburn comes next. Top of the Rocks, who's on chasing debut, is only 3 from the back. Scutari likes to be held up in his races, looking for that elusive first victory, is just about the overall back marker alongside Blackjack Tennessee and Adam Wedge. So clearing fence number 4, Loose Horse just in front of Golden Card. Let's hope it doesn't prove to be a distraction, with over on the far side Eclat de Mott. Then in behind them is I'm on Snap under Jonathan Burke, only 3rd start over fences, having run a couple of fair races over hurdles of late, including a victory a couple of starts ago, as they make their way down towards the next fence, fence number 6. Golden Card in the lead from Eclat de Mott in second, followed by I'm on Snap in 3rd. Then comes Guy of Alice in behind them as they take the next plain fence, which have all taken nicely. Pardon Me is out slightly wider of Lock Salt. Glorious Baru just looking for a little bit of cover in behind with Rebel Leader. The Loose Horse again deciding to wander from one side to the other, but the others are all getting over the next fence safely. Blackjack Tennessee was the back marker. So a circuit to go, and in front we have Golden Card. Golden Card moving on by a couple of lengths to Eclat de Mott in second. I'm on Snap comes 3rd. Guy of Alice with Pardon Me, he runs slightly wider. Top of the Rocks, Henry Brook has the rail. Lock Salt and Glorious Baru make that a line of 3. Scutare's made up a place on the outside of Rebel Leader. Then comes Allburn, and the back marker is Blackjack Tennessee. So racing out onto their final circuit, and it's still in front Golden Card. Golden Card
Oakley dokley.
down to the next plain fence. Meets it okay, brushes through the top. Slight mistake in behind by Pardon Me that time, and just ridden on landing was Blackjack Tennessee at the back of the field. So continuing down the back straight, Golden Card still has the advantage from Eclat de Mott, and also I'm on Snap with the white and maroon sleeves, who's very handily ridden as they jump the next fence. In behind them is Guy of Alice, just ridden on landing was Top of the Rocks there, and the dark blue sleeves on the inside of Allburn. Out wider Glorious Baru, who's in a share of 4th position. Pardon Me just being scrubbed along. Scutari runs very wide on the course as they take the next fence. Golden Card was slow at that and was joined by the other 2 on his heels. Eclat de Mott on the inside, and I'm on Snap, he runs slightly wider. Just a slight climb before they even off again and make their way to the final fence down the far side. Golden Card, I'm on Snap, and Eclat de Mott. These are the front 3, being chased by Guy of Alice and Brendan Powell. Glorious Baru and Pardon Me comes next, with Top of the Rocks on the inside. Rebel Leader has lost positions, is on the inside, are ridden along Allburn. Scutare's out wider Blackjack Tennessee, and Lock Salt's dropped out to the rear. Golden Card in front. Jack Tudor took a look to see where the others are. Still holds a couple of lengths advantage. Quite a long run towards the final 4 fences, and just over half a mile left to go. Golden Card in front then from I'm on Snap and Jonathan Burke in second. Eclat de Mott still there, followed by Guy of Alice in behind with Glorious Baru and Pardon Me as they head down towards 4 from the finish. Good jump by Golden Card. Still a couple of lengths in front. I'm on Snap now being ridden. As is
I'm out of here, man.
Pick up is Pardon Me. Blackjack Tennessee's making good headway. Guy of Vala's trying to get into it as well as Allburn's been pulled up. Final open ditch, 3 out. Golden Card, though, has a good lead. Golden Card is moving on. We've just about lost Eclat de Mott. A spectacular recovery by James Best. No, I think gravity's got the better of him now. Heading towards the final 2 then. Heading towards it, Golden Card. Pardon Me giving chase. Guy Vallis in behind with Blackjack Tennessee. Another mistake and Guy Vallis has gone. Heading to the final fence, Golden Card. But Pardon Me is putting in a big challenge now. Rebel Lead is also running on from the back. Then comes Blackjack Tennessee, the final fence, and 3 him of a chance. Pardon Me, touchdown in front. Rebel Leader tries to run on. Golden Card can find no more. It's Pardon Me out in front for Harry Bannister, pulling out all the stops, and Pardon Me.
Fascinating stuff, though.
Market in play.
Straight into the lead, Powerful Out, heading down the back straight to the first of 10 flights. And the Larry O'Farrelly Memorial Maiden, the second division. Hallowed Stars over in second place, and third is We'll Go Again. Continuing on to flight number 2. In the lead is Powerful Out, tracked by Hallowed Star, We'll Go Again. Not far behind them, reaching the second flight at the end of the back straight, Alfieri and Brindle. Long run to the third. Powerful Out is the leader. From Hallowed Star, We'll Go Again, then Brindle and Alfieri. One Free Man is on the outside of Eyewitness the Rail, then Good Time Johnny and Princess Clenny, plus the Vet and Tommy the Hat, and they're followed by Stone Mason. Early back markers, Chief Black Robe. Making the run across to the straight first time, and it is Powerful Out, a couple of lengths in front of Hallowed Star. Similar gap back to the third running We'll Go Again. Then Brindle, clear fourth. Alfieri and One Free Man as they reach the third flight. Powerful Out, jumped it big. Hallowed Star, the half jacket in second, then We'll Go Again with the noseband in third. Fourth, Red Cap Brindle. And then One Free Man and Alfieri. Eyewitness on the inside of Princess Clenny. And then Good Time Johnny. Heading for the fifth flight. And the last one next time, feel well strung out. Powerful Out, Hallowed Star, and We'll Go Again. Long way clear at this point in time of Brindle and an Eyewitness, Alfieri, and One Free Man, who didn't go unsupported in the market. Circuit in front of them. 5 flights left to jump. Powerful Out, Hallowed Star, and We'll Go Again. These 3.
Oakley dokley.
Long way cleared into the bend of Brindle. All the while working their way back to the point at which they started. After Brindle is Alfieri and Eyewitness, and One Free Man, Good Time Johnny, and then Princess Clenny, and plus the Vet and Chief Black Robe. With at the rear of the field, heading down the far side for the final time, Tommy the Hat and Stone Mason. They've passed halfway, and the 3 up front continuing well clear of the rest of the field. Powerful Out, Hallowed Star, We'll Go Again. Going further and further away from the fourth, Alfieri, and then Eyewitness. Brindle has lost ground, and then One Free Man heading to the end of the back straight, and it is Powerful Out attempting to make every inch of the running under Dennis O'Regan. Close up in second is Hallowed Star and Jody McGarvey, who's bidding to win the race in its totality. 3 lengths to We'll Go Again, and Luke Dempsey in third. Heading for the home turn with 3 flights left to jump. Powerful Out, Hallowed Star, and We'll Go Again.
I'm out of here, man.
Advantage over the fourth, Eyewitness, then Alfieri, and plus the Vet. And driven after them is One Free Man. Straightening for the final 3 flights, and it's the Principals. On the left, Powerful Out, striped jacket from Hallowed Star, who's coming up to mount a challenge. Then We'll Go Again as they head for the second last flight, and Powerful Out has relinquished the lead to Hallowed Star, coming to the final flight in the second division of the Larry O'Farrelly Memorial Maiden, and it's Hallowed Star with consummate ease has come right away from Powerful Out, and We'll Go Again, and over the last Hallowed Star runs down the flight, but is clear from We'll Go Again, then Powerful Out.
Breaks well from the inside, the orange colours to lead. Valentinka is close in the blue with the black cap in second. Velvet Vista in third, red and white colours. Given the Slip is next in the beige with the blue cap, and held up at the back by Molly Phillips is Queen Sarabi in the blue colours with the beige epaulets as they race for the first quarter mile. So it's Tell Me Your Story, looking for the hat-trick, who's out in front in the orange colours and leads a length clear to Valentinka on the outside, the black cap in second. Velvet Vista on the inside, looking for her 6th win of the calendar year, is racing in 3rd place, and then comes Give 'Em the Slip, and the back marker as they come around the home turn is Queen Sarabi. The maiden is going to be played late as they race down the hill towards the final 3.5 furlongs. So it's still Tell Me Your Story towards the inside by almost a length to Valentinka in 2nd place. Velvet Vista just looking for room in behind the red and white colours. Wider out is Given the Slip, and Queen Sarabi is going to challenge right down the outside. The favourite has ridden along on the inside, and she's in trouble. She's been headed by both Given the Slip and Valentinka. Back in 3rd, Velvet Vista, as Tell Me Your Story has dropped tamely away, and there's nothing at all from Queen Sarabi. So up front,
I'm out of here, man.
Who leads? Velvet Vista, though, here she comes down the outside for Callum Hutchison, and Velvet Vista's put her head in front. She's going to win for the 6th time in 2021. What a mare she's been. Velvet Vista wins. Second,
Market suspended.
4th, Queen Sarabi, and last of 5. Disappointing. Tell Me Your Story.
Boas. Então, aqui depois das corridas, vemos que o saldo até foi bom, foi para aí 91% da banca, o que é muito bom. Muito à conta aqui de uma corrida só, aquela corrida que acabou por dar muito dinheiro, até agora foi a corrida que deu mais dinheiro. Só que o mais curioso é que depois dessa corrida já mais nada rendeu. As 4, 5 corridas seguintes quase não renderam lucro. Melhor, não renderam lucro, só uma é que foi positiva, o resto foi tudo na prática. Acabei por perder metade do dinheiro que ganhei só nas próximas corridas, muito à conta deste super green, vá, na prática, que é 10 vezes, geralmente, neste caso foi 20 vezes maior do que a média do dia. Em termos da média do dia, foi 1,25. O green foi 21, logo foi 20 vezes mais do que a média do dia. Acabou por ser um dia bom, muito à conta desta corrida. Aqui coisas a reter, a ter em nota, é mesmo corrigir estes descuidos após o green, porque pensei do tipo, olha, já tenho o dia feito, isto agora é só cá andar, e acabou por dar este mau resultado, que acabei por perder ali 10 euros sem necessidade nenhuma. Na prática, o dia tive quase mais 2 ou 3 horas a fazer trading e só ganhei 6 euros relativamente a esse grande green. Mas pronto, vamos ver. Por hoje foi tudo. Vamos ver como é que corre amanhã. Fiquem bem, pessoal. Até amanhã.